Hey ladies, so I just tried to get on here and it was a little weak, but I wanted to be true to my word. I know I said I would hop on here and do a live video. I'm about to actually go meet my husband for dinner. We're in Georgetown. This is one of my favorite places in the entire country, to be honest with you. I love it here. So I wanted to, first of all, wish you a happy Valentine's Day. This is one of my favorite days of the year. In fact, when I incorporated my company, VLX, I intentionally asked them to wait to make the official incorporation date February 14th. I used to detest this day, but I now love everything this day represents, and I did even before I met my husband or was married. So, oh, it says I can put a mask on. I don't think so. Thanks though. Thanks Facebook. I think I'll stick with the normal. But I wanted to give you guys a couple thoughts on here about productive versus unproductive emotions. So, earlier this kind of early afternoon, I was on a coaching call with one of my life coaches, and she's very hard to get in with. She's a very accomplished woman, and so I had literally paid over $1,000 to be on this call. And I got in line. It's just a group coaching call, so I got to ask my question, and as I'm able to finally have my turn, I've got the baby in my arms. She starts crying. I'm at my parents' house, so they walk in and everybody's talking, so I had to forfeit my go. And I was at the time so livid, like just so angry at them and myself and the situation, and just mad. Well, I also had to get to a dentist appointment on time, and I needed to wash my hair because this is the date night tonight, right? So we got all these different things going on. And so I went downstairs. They've got a little kind of mini apartment in their basement where I stay when I come to take my shower, and as I was down there, I realized that these emotions are tremendously unproductive. They are not helping me in any way, shape, or form. They're not helping me enjoy myself. They're not helping me make the situation better. In fact, they're making it vastly worse. Anger rarely is productive, and it certainly wasn't for me this morning. So I had my little fit, and I got over it, and I took my shower, and I moved on. But I wanted to share that because I know that you guys, most likely, if you're human like I am, have similar problems with emotions that are just not that productive. And maybe it's not that, when things go terribly wrong, you get upset. Maybe you kind of check out. Maybe you are in some kind of denial. Maybe there's a bitterness or a blame or a jealousy. And all of those are incredibly unproductive emotions. However, there is one way in which they are actually slightly productive, and that is that it makes us realize that a certain situation has made us so miserable that we want to change it. We want it to not happen again, or at least not happen frequently, right? So as I was taking my shower, I thought, okay, how could I have avoided this? And what can I learn for next time? How can I set up this whole situation so that this kind of disaster doesn't all, and it's a minor disaster, obviously, it doesn't all happen at one time? Well, I kind of figured it out, and I'll next time implement things differently and arrange my schedule differently so that not everything collides like it did. It was a lot of my poor planning, and though I wanted to blame other people, it was mostly something that could have been avoided by me. I wouldn't say it was my fault, but I definitely could have avoided it, and I intend to next time, because blaming other people is a totally unproductive emotion. But that's the one way in which these negative emotions are actually productive. There's a quote that says, "We only change when we are sufficiently dissatisfied." And I often think of that when everything seems to be going haywire. Here's my husband, he's coming to meet me. You probably knew I was doing a live video. He's like, get off the phone, I'm cold and dinner's ready. So anyway, that's the only way these emotions can be productive. If they kick us in the butt hard enough to say, all right, I've got to change. Something's got to give. You want to come say hello to my lover? Come here, come be on video. For those of you who have met my husband, you know he's dashing and phenomenal and incredibly attractive.
Hey,
there's
folks.
my love.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, we just
It's
got somebody
Valentine's
hopping
Day.
on. I know. Happy Valentine's Day from us to you.
Mwah.
We're gonna go have
Romantic
a romantic
day.
dinner.
It's gonna be so sweet. Italian
it's gonna
food.
be super
Italian
fun.
food.
And then walk around and see Georgetown a little bit. So from us to you, have a beautiful day. Remember, keep your emotions productive and keep moving toward what God wants you to do, like a lover. So somebody is having unproductive emotions over there. We're gonna go have dinner. We love you, girls. I'm just gonna say he loves you for him.
I love you, and that's enough.
That works.
I love you. You love them, and all the circle of life.
A love party here.
Right.
Anyway, have a great Valentine's Day, guys. Bye bye.